Let's take a closer look at the earnings date filter. Some people are confused, but I promise if we take a closer look, it will be simple. My window is currently looking at stocks that are announcing earnings tomorrow. We have the numbers 1 and 2. We'll take a closer look at these. We have the in words description that is technically correct, but I think the calendar is going to do a better job of showing it to you. We've discussed this histogram a lot. I'm just going to point out that since this is showing stocks with earnings tomorrow, the histogram broke that into 3 pieces: morning, afternoon, and midday. And here's the calendar. Here's today, and I said tomorrow, but obviously I meant Monday. Companies seldom report earnings on the weekends. The easiest place to start is with the examples. Here is all stocks. It just gets rid of the filter so that every weekday is selected. Stocks expecting earnings today. It's between 0 and 1. And sure enough, today is highlighted. Tomorrow we just looked at, it's between 1 and 2. The day after tomorrow, that's anything between 2 and 3. I just added 1 to each number. And what about the day after tomorrow? Any guesses? What if I add 1 here and add 1 here? I told you this would be easy. You don't have to make it just one day. The difference between this and this is 5 days. 6 minus 1 is 5, and there's 5 days selected here, so it's a week. If you want 2 weeks, just add another 5. Selecting in the near future shows that we have just a minimum. As always, that means to go as far in the future as we can see. What about yesterday? Our old friend negative numbers. You didn't have to enter it in. You can look at it in the words, look at it in the calendar, and use the sliders. Drag the minimum slider to see another day back. Now we're showing 2 days. Drag it just a little more to add the post-market from Tuesday. Tuesday's post-market isn't going to affect Tuesday's trading, it's going to affect Wednesday's trading. We'll go back just a little bit more, and sure enough, that extra 1/4 here refers to the post-market. Also, this works with going forward. Let's say I want the pre-market today. So, 0.25, that's the pre-market. With 0.5, now I'm including the trading day. Let's do the recent past. Same thing here as in the near future, except we only have a maximum, so it shows anything before today. There are several more examples you can go through, or you can just use the minimum and maximum sliders. Like most of our filters, you can do more than just specify a range. You can also set it to avoid a range. So if I want to avoid stocks that are reporting earnings soon or that have reported earnings recently, this is it. These are stocks that are avoiding the middle. If I only wanted these, I can swap the minimum and maximum. So you can see that setting the earnings days filter can be easy if you use the calendar with the minimum and maximum sliders and our examples.